This channel is supported by my books, including my new book, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surf, Boat, and Kayak, a bestseller on Amazon. You can learn more at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon. Okay, we're going to have some good fishing on this trip, but the key part is going to be an angle that I hope to never ever show you again, and it's this one from outside the boat. Okay, yeah. And there'll be some lessons learned from that. And hey, you can see one of them right here. Where's the PFDs? I wear a PFD all the time, except for this trip and the one before. And the reason I didn't put it on this trip is I said, hey, I got my brother with me. He's a licensed captain. If I fall out, most likely he's going to come get me. All right, so yeah, so that's the first thing. Anyway, okay, so we're heading out eastern Long Island, one of the main rips off the North Fork. And we'll be fishing bucktails through these heavy rips, and let's go. Okay, so I know not everybody's familiar with a three-way bucktail rig, so let me go over it real quickly. So it starts with a strong three-way swivel. This is about 5 feet of 80-pound test monofilament to a bucktail, usually 1 ounce to 1.5 ounces, because it's really the weight that's going to get the rig down. This happens to be 1.25 ounces. Off of this eye, we have lighter line here. This is 30, and it's got, you know, these knots in here. Some people will actually tie an overhand knot to try to weaken this a little bit if it's the same pound test as the main line. I use 30-pound main line, so I want this to be a little weaker. In case I snag bottom, I'll lose just the sinker, not the rest of the rig. And you know, we fish over a lot of snaggy bottom for the stripers. There's a bait strip on here. It's actually a fat cow jig strip. There's other kinds. Pork rind was used traditionally for many years. Something that will help a lot is if you can use a cannonball sinker as opposed to a bank. This will snag less because it's round, and the other thing is, since it's round, it has less resistance in the water, which means you can use less lead than if you use the traditional bank sinker. And one last thing is the type of bucktail. If you look at this bucktail, it's really bulky. You know, it's got a lot of hair, it's got feathers and so forth. This is similar, lots of hair. These are really good choices for three-way rigs. These here are good if you're just fishing without a three-way, but on a three-way, these aren't as good because they won't catch the current and stand this line out as well as these bulky bucktails. And just to show, it has nothing to do with brand. These are all S&S Skinner bucktails. These, you know, this one here in particular, I would drop just down on a spinning rod. In fact, we'll see that in this video. But on a three-way rig, I really prefer bulky bucktails such as these. All right, let's get back to the fishing. Yeah, and just as we're getting started here, law enforcement, DEC, New York State DEC, looking like they're going to stop us, but he's ended up on my video before. He knows who I am. He just gave a wave, and yeah, we'll pull that boat bumper in and move on to somebody else. He does. Yeah, he does. So minimum current for this fishing is about 1.7, but I definitely want it over 2 miles an hour. And we're going to be 2 to a little bit over 3 miles an hour here. Okay, you just drop down, you pick up a couple of fast cranks, and you just hold it, and you'll get to see that. Just touch up with bottom and follow the bottom contour. It's going to be up and down. If you leave that rig on the bottom any length of time, you're going to get hung up and lose the rig because it's sticky down there. You get 1.8 going into fish. Now I'm going up a slope. You'll see me take a crank here and there just to keep it from snagging bottom. There's a lot of fish down there. What's that? My jig sucks. Definitely the wrong brand. Hey, thank you. All right. We're a little off in our choreography. Okay, he'll drop his fish too. That's okay. They're both medium-sized bluefish, and there will be more. That's like when I said in the middle of the tide or California. side, that's our normal start spot. That's about it. Yeah. I gotta get the hookers out here. Oh yeah. Inexpensive Uncle Moe's Fish the Hookers. Yeah, there's a link to those in the video description. I think they're like $6 a piece or something. Very effective. Oh, a lot of fish down here. You should be hooking up. Now when the current gets going, you're going to go 4 or 5 miles an hour here. So people, they make the drift down, they run back up. So you constantly have boats going by. You constantly have boat waves. That's just the nature of the place. This boat, even though it's only like 16 feet 4 inches, it's wide, it's deep. It's got that big splash well in the back. It can handle taking waves over the back. The one thing, it does leak a little bit. It's got a couple leaky rivets. I need to get those fixed. I haven't. It's not a terrible leak. I bilge water once in a while. Typically no big deal. It will come back to haunt me on this one. Bass zone. And when the current really gets moving, there's a treacherous rip that forms back in the rip where that boat is back there, but it's not quite formed yet. High spot, 41 feet. Oh, there you go. I wouldn't be so sure. This is where I was getting bass, was farther back. Oh, jeez. You're right, Joe. Yeah, that's what I said, bass zone. Oh, just use the thingy. Just unhook them. All right, back up. Okay, top of the drift again. And it's roughly 70 feet to start here, 75. It's a lovely drift, I think. I don't know what you think. No, the boat's all skewed. I'm not too happy about it, but going through the area. Like I said, there was like a 5 drift lull last time. Okay. We are... Whoop. Dick. It was like right on the mark I had made last time. I only made one mark, and I only have one mark on incoming too, and then one that's closer in. If I just keep getting the wrong guys here. No, I got right here. You keep yours, I'll keep mine. Just the hooks on this are not the bigger ones, so it's a little tougher. But you know.
Hey, it's a great tool. When I had that out off of Horton's, that was just godsend. Right to the side of the boat, over, done. I didn't realize this was one girl.
Yeah. He's pretty fast. He fishes Montauk a lot. There we go.
Get back into the ring.
Yeah. Okay, pick it up. What's that?
The pork rinds spit over the hook.
Yeah, I think the other stuff, maybe because it's not as thick or wide is the right word. Oh, all right, I'll hold it up.
Go. It's fine. I see what's going on.
All right, you're going to get a look at the length of the drift here because I'm going to run all the way back up. Now, what's also happening as we're going up here is my brother's going to take a look in the back of the bilge and say, hey, you know, you got some water back here, and we'll investigate that when we get up. And but this is the start of what's going to end up with me in the water. Got to get in there and figure that out. All right, fish.
Yes.
All right, well, the pump's running. What do you mean there's all kinds of water? There's no water back there.
Plenty of water back there,
Okay.
sloshing around.
All right. I'm not going to worry about it because right, I just looked there. I mean, if it was really bad, there still should have been some. And it's empty. Thankfully. And the pump works. Looks good. Hi. There. Oh, come on. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned the snaggy bottom. I got hung up there, and I didn't lose any rigs the last trip, and I'm not going to lose any on this, but yeah, I was able to get off quickly. And his bottom is littered with gear. Okay, so what's going to happen now is coming up on my stern, that party boat's going to come through, and he's not doing absolutely anything wrong at all. He's, you know, coming through. Yeah, he makes a big wake. He's a big boat. What are you going to do? And it's not really a problem for me at all. I've got that nice big splash well. This is no concern whatsoever. However, you know, we already know there's, I guess, a little water in the boat, according to my brother. Going to take a wave over the back and going to add to it. All right, as expected, the splash well took about 90% of that. And you know what? The splash well leaks a little bit, needs to be caulked, so some of that's ending up in the bilge. This is all adding up. All right, a couple of things to look at here. Notice that you'll see it at times. My fish finder is running, all right? This is going to be important. It's working. I feel like the boat, you know, it could be a little sluggish there. I'm looking back. I don't quite see water. So I'm telling my brother, yeah, hey, you know, when you get back there, go, you know, give it a look and just see what's back there. Remember, at the top of the last drift, I looked back there. It was empty. Pump works. You know, really, you know, no concern. But he's going to go and now that we're, you know, underway and the boat is pitched back a little bit, he's going to be able to go in there and get a better look at it and see how much water is actually in there. And this is the interesting part. So here's where he's telling me, oh, hey, you know, pump's not running. And you've got, well, look at this. Watch that fish finder. Watch the fish finder. Look at this. As we change positions, it goes out. Okay? Now, I never got to see that because I had just turned around. So now, of course, I'm not looking at it there. I'm trying to evaluate the bilge pump, and it's not working. So I'm going to go under there, and hey, you know, sometimes you get something stuck in the pump, and you know, you free it, and you're good to go. There's not a ton of water back there, but there's enough water I wanted out of the boat. And at this point, I don't know that you know, the fish finder also went out. This is a funny part here. This hitting these waves is going to shift that camera to catch all this action. Otherwise, I would not normally be looking at the stern of the boat like this. But all right, so I'm under there and trying to figure out what's going on. So I can't get it going. Hey, we're not sinking by any means. I want that water out of there, though. So what I'm going to do is pull the plug and, you know, we'll run forward and drain it that way. Issue is the plug's on the outside of the boat, not the inside. It's inconvenient from the inside, so I'm going to have to do it from the outside. I just turned the key switch off, so I feel even better. I've not had to grab it before from the outside. It turns out it's a lot tougher of a reach than I thought it was. And I've got my trolling motor remote around my neck, which is now in the water. I'm going to have to fix that.
All right, you know what? When I tell you, I'm going to need you to start it and, you know, get moving.
And now my trolling motor remote is kind of heading for the bilge water, so my brother's going to go back there and get it out of there.
Yeah, but you got to realize I'm going to pull the plug.
You'll thank me later.
Okay, go. Wait.
Hold it.
All right, move the boat forward. Forward, not too hard.
Oh, it's so easy to watch a video replay and realize everything you did wrong. The big thing that stands out to me is that I said, yeah, go, or something like that before I should have.
Yeah, but you got to realize I'm going to pull the plug. Okay, go. Wait a minute, wait.
All right, move the boat forward. Forward, not too hard. Me get it. I'm in, good. And I fell in when that left leg slipped out.
Okay, go. Wait. Hold it.
All right, well, you know what? I'm wearing Bimini Bay Flats clothes. They're quick drying. We're right back on the top of the drift. Keep fishing. Okay, we don't have a fish finder, but you know what? You can read the rips, the shore ranges, everything else. Not a big deal right now. The whole thing could have been avoided if I had known that fish finder was out. I'll explain in a minute. It's a bass. No, huh? But he did nothing. So, you know what shit. Oh, he came off. Thank you so much. I saw. Yeah, I think so, yeah. So the last trip was 10 bass and 17 blues, so did pretty well getting the bass. Just not doing it today. There you go.
I'll take that.
Just gotta let them mellow out a little. There it is. Now we can put down.
Keep going?
Yeah, got a lot of room before the rip. Had I known that the fish finder was also out in addition to the bilge pump, I could have fixed it easily. I had fuses on the boat, and knowing that two things were out, it was a matter of when I got home, you know, looking for a common fuse on the turned out on the power wire close to the battery. 2-minute fix. Oh, that was a good one. You know, and the thing is, I know this is the bass area here. It has a nice sharp hit there.
Yep.
Just like the other day, it's where they were. So I certainly don't see any issue with the synthetic hair.
No, not at all.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm going to turn the boat a little. All right, I'm just going to hang out. kind of turned on its own. Okay.
Hold it.
Yep.
Go.
So I was really happy that I didn't lose the GoPro that was on my head when I went in, and also my car keys were in my pocket. Didn't lose those, but there is something missing. All right, I'm gonna have you keep an eye on the rip. It's possible I lost my cell phone. Okay, simple way to find out. My brother's gonna call my number.
Here we go. My call has been forwarded to an automated, so you wouldn't get it anyway. It was on board.
No, it's because it's dead. It's because it's dead. It's not, doesn't have a signal. Okay, cell phone gone. Hey, we called it at that point. But hey, lessons learned. Okay, number one, obvious. Wear a PFD. Duh. Number two, for me, with this boat, put the drain plug inside the boat. No good can come from having it outside the boat. 3, in my case, stop the damn leak, because that was the root of the problem here. In my case, seal that well. You know, there's got a beautiful splash well back there. Got to seal that thing up. And hey, everybody, back up your cell phones, because I wasn't backed up. I was able to get my contacts back, but not pictures and stuff like that, although most of my pictures are on my computer. So, all right, I hope you found this entertaining. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out my online courses at saltstrung.com/Skinner and my new Northeast fishing message board at Saltstrung. There's a link to that in the video description. And don't forget my books, including my new book, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surf, Boat, and Kayak, available at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon.